You look at a gym and you piss your pants and faint.
Because women are inherently seen as taking up more space than men. You look at a gym and you piss your pants and faint. Because women are inherently seen as taking up more space than men. so I have to pound.
You look at a gym and you piss your pants and faint.
Because women are inherently seen as taking up more space than men.
Adjust the size of the video game on the screen.
Coming at you.
Let's see.
Welcome to Moonshot. Welcome to the Moonshot Dojo.
We're here. We're deep inside of, hidden away in the mountains is this ancient. In the mountains of the moon, did you know that there's a dojo with ancient fighting game elders?
I've freaking heard of it.
As I was going through that, I don't know if that's a trope that can be kind of racist. So
probably. But you know, it's fun. We're having fun with it because it's pulp or whatever.
It can't possibly be worse than the American Street Fighter movie. Have you seen the Street Fighter movie before, Max?
I'm curious about it now that I'm fighting game pilled. Now that I'm wrapped all the way around the axle on this franchise.
Do you know anything about it?
Is that the one with Van Damme?
Yeah, Van Damme plays Guile.
Yeah. I know that he and Kylie Minogue had bonkers amounts of sex behind the scenes of that film, to the point that it interfered with production.
I believe that.
Yeah, that's the one fact I know. Also, Raul Julia as M. Bison, I believe.
Yes,
Is that correct? Yeah.
His last role, actually.
Oh no! You hate that. You hate to see that.
The thing about it is, like, it is. I'm a little quiet. I will crank myself up. The thing with that is he has one of the hardest lines someone can have in a movie.
That's for me it was Tuesday, right?
Yeah,
like that's his famous shit. For me it was Tuesday.
It's really good. The rest of the movie just kind of like sucks. But
why is Guile the main well, I guess that makes sense because Guile, from what I understand, I'm a Street Fighter neophyte. But from what I understand, Guile is like the main character of the story.
It's a mix. It's mostly Ryu.
Okay.
It's kind of like a mix of things. Guile's kind of like, I don't know if there's a good comparison because there's certain characters that it's like big events are given their perspective on, but Guile's like Ken is like the guy who beats all the main bad guys basically.
Oh shit! Okay.
Oh, an error occurred.
What happened?
Uh-oh. There we go. I do think, now that I'm thinking about it, you might need to cover, if you can convince them to do it, the 90s anime movie.
Oh my. Yeah, now I did see clips of that as I was doing some research because for a minute I really wanted to play Cammy. And I know that she's like a big part of that anime. She's like one of the deuteragonists of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out?
I want to see them both play it.
I feel like if we were gonna, I mean, I was trying to go to banter, then we play the game, which is difficult.
Yeah, I know, right? So, do you want to talk, like, it's been a while since you found a Moonshot person who wanted to play Street Fighter, right?
I think on occasion I've done like fighting game stuff for Extra Life streams. In 2021 we did some, and then in 2020 we did some over Parsec. That was more of a nightmare to do. This is actually the first Street Fighter I've been able to pick up that like I get.
Really?
I've struggled with 4 a little bit, 5 kind of, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, which a lot of people consider to be like one of the best fighting games ever. I can at
like
least
that one right here.
chain stuff together, but this is the one I've fully like figured out how stuff is, and I kind of attribute that just to the drive berry.
The drive system owns. Like, it's hard to overstate how cool the drive system is. I really, really like it as a conceit in a video game.
Yeah.
It just makes so much sense. Like, it to me, it is instantly readable, and like all of the things that you do with it and the ways you use it all makes so much sense to me.
Yeah. It's super clear. The game explains it in a really good way, which that's another thing is the tutorial tools in this are really good, especially with like World Tour mode just functioning as like a tutorial mode.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And I like that the training mode comes with like custom like pre-built scenarios in it.
Let's switch to the training mode so we can kind of like fuck around and also chat.
Yeah, we can lab for. Oh, I didn't see that. That's so awesome.
Yeah.
So viewer, I am the newest of fighting game newbies. I started playing this game like 2 weeks ago. And it has been of such an interesting. I think fighting games are so neat. The way I kind of explained it to my partner Cassie is that it kind of just feels like almost closer. I don't want to devalue this thing I'm about to compare it to, but I feel like it's almost closer to learning an instrument
Yeah, a
than
little
to
bit.
learning to play video games.
Because that's why there's
just-
to that. There was someone I saw. They put, it was like 2-3 years ago. I saw this, but it was a concept someone put through that was for like combo trials. I fucking hate doing combo trials because the way they're presented is not very helpful in my mind.
No, it's like super unhelpful.
But-
Like to an absolute beginner, you're not going
Yeah.
to be using those
But
correctly.
Someone put made like a gif of like just a concept of it as if they did it like a rhythm game, so you could see the.
Oh,
timing
that would be
coming down.
awesome.
Um,
Well, that would be cool. I mean, they do a reasonably good job with this game. Like the fact that you can fucking turn on the frame meter is nuts.
can I do that in here?
Whoops, sorry.
Oh, I can do.
I don't know.
Stuff. And Andrew said in the chat, so we can explain to people who might not know anything
Oh,
about
all
this
of this
game,
stuff, all these things we're saying.
The drive system. So that's what makes Street Fighter 6 different from other Street Fighters, is that the green bars you see below the health there, what that
Those
has
things up there.
is, so the basic one is like the drive parry, so like come over and punch me. It blocks it, but as that bar's going down, if I hold it like this for too long, it like blocks the stuff. And then it has a weakness though. If you go ahead and grab,
Yeah, sitting duck.
it does that. Plus, it does extra damage than a regular grab would.
I love Marisa. She's so much fun.
It also has like drive impact, which is a nice punch. And if you like interrupt someone's attack, it's basically like a quick stun. I did not account for the Moobot getting in the way of things on an on-stream display of the chat. Whoops. But you can also use the drive to enhance attacks like that, which for Hadoukens, it'll like, if Marisa also had a projectile, it would be able to go through a regular projectile.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
if
different
only.
from the bars at the bottom, because the bars at the bottom are just supers. So like, to do that, you can see the inputs. So like for Ken's level, I never use Ken's level 1 super, which is bad strategy. But like, yeah,
Here's Marisa's level 3 that everyone loves. The face that her opponent makes in that super is so good to me.
Have you done any of the arcade stories?
I did hers. I did Marisa's. And I did Cammy's. Marisa's is great.
Yeah. Red Seraph asked chat. I am using a Mayflash fight stick. It's not going to go with my green screening.
This is what I got.
Using a like hitbox style thing. Which
It's a
is-
knockoff. It's made by someone on Etsy named Cannolo. It's pretty good. It works.
And then yes, I do have the Daigo parry going on in the background behind me because it's.
Do you have the Daigo parry? Oh, we can't do that anymore because perfect parry and.
It's my background.
I mean, I guess you could parry that because you just hold the parry button while Chun-Li is doing her
you
kicks.
You can perfect parry every kick. People did it in one of the first closed betas.
Oh my god, that's so
It-
funny.
it's-
I kind of want to learn Chun-Li. She seems good.
Yeah. Chun-Li is who I was liking at first in the World Tour mode. With the arcade modes, I did Zangief's, and Zangief's is really funny because it's kind of like headcanon for people that and there's like small things that hint at it that Zangief is gay. And
yeah.
At the end of Zangief's arcade
Dang it.
modes, he sees a flyer that Marisa has that says she's looking for a spouse, but he interprets partner as tag team partner.
That's like, oh my god, that's so funny.
So after he like wins, she's like, "Wow, you're a great warrior. We should get married." And then he's like, I thought it was for a tag team," and runs away.
That's cute. That's really cute. Have you made her your master in World Tour mode?
I have.
Did you get to the end of her like plot line with that?
I have not maxed it out. I did do the one where you fight
Okay.
her like
Her husband and
her
wife.
potential suitors, which I thought was
Yeah.
really funny.
Yeah. When I went on her Wikipedia, her like Street Fighter wiki page, it said Marisa is the first openly polyamorous character in Street Fighter.
That's really funny. Let's see.
Oh, chat. Here's a great question. What do you think Marisa's job is, just based on looking at her? What do you think her job? What do you think she does to earn a living in this world?
One of the things I really like about what Street Fighter does is, and it adds so much to the characters, I think, is it has likes and dislikes.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, Marisa is scared of heights, which I think just, like, even if it never comes up, it adds, it adds depth to the character, just makes them more fun.
Yeah.
Let's see, Red Seraph said stylist, Awful World Kid said iron worker.
She is a jewelry designer.
Yeah.
She designed that pendant around her neck. She's also the biggest woman Street Fighter's ever had, and that's not debatable.
Oh, yeah.
This, though, I will say the height measurements in this are whack. Because this game wants you to believe that Manon is 5'9".
Ken is 5'9".
Manon is like a full head taller than Ken.
Yeah, I know they.
Manon is like
it's the posture because they're like, but they're not
sure
that much lower.
Sure. She's a ballet dancer. They stand up straight.
That's
actually, she's not a ballet dancer. She's a movie. She's a fashion model who is also maybe a movie star. Sorry. I was trying to do my parry, but I kept sweeping you.
Something that's funny about Ken is he's, despite just looking like a white dude, he's 3/4 Japanese.
Come on.
And 1/4 American, and you can't tell it with like his costumes in this, but he has dark black eyebrows, and that's like the hint that you know he's Japanese.
So he's a bottle blonde.
Yeah, so like old Key has him with like thick black eyebrows. So he's like, from what I remember reading, is he dyed his hair when he was a delinquent. Because I love explaining that to people. It's like when you see blonde characters in slice of life shows, they're supposed to be like bad boys. It's not that they're just blonde; they're supposed to be like troublemakers.
It's a delinquent thing.
But, this is what I wanted to bring up about the Street Fighter 2 animated movie. The American dub of it has, Bryan Cranston voices the Bruce Lee stand-in for Street Fighter.
Holy shit.
And it has a different soundtrack. So there's like a scene where Ken is driving with his girlfriend in his convertible, and they're just jamming Pearl Jam.
That's brilliant.
And like an old Korn song plays over the credits. Yeah, let's just like play around in here. The thing that like was also difficult for me playing a lot of Mortal Kombat is all the like combos in Mortal Kombat are like the basic combos are the same as the unique attacks in this. So like the strings that give you like the 3 in a row and stuff like that. Like that's everything in Mortal Kombat, and you kind of chain those together with special attacks.
Oh, that's cool.
So like,
yeah, in the Street Fighter community, I've heard these referred to as target combos.
Yeah.
So like if I just mash on the heavy punch button, she does that. She does that 1-2. Yeah. No skill required, really. I mean, skill required to hit it, right? Yeah. Like you're going to be doing stuff to stop me from hitting you because that has like a really slow wind up. You can see my elbow go way back. And viewer, you may be looking at this being like, how could Jory possibly react to that like 10 frames? It's because he's been hit by it 5 billion times and knows exactly when it's coming.
And just the like kind of default, if you look on my stick on the stream, most people by default, if they're playing a game, are going to like have like back for the most part, like going as they're like moving, so like moving back and forth, or have that up. Like usually the startup on this is pretty good, and especially with like certain characters, a lot of their stuff is you just get like the basic confirms. Like something that was fucking me up when I was playing yesterday is I kept getting camis that would just do this, and after they get like 3, they do the fucking like drill kick.
It's tough. It's tough.
Yeah.
A confirm is like Now, let me see if I understand this correctly, because I've only just learned this lingo.
Yeah.
That's when you have a combo loaded up, but you like strike out with the first one all by itself. And then when you see that hit, that's when you go, oh shit, it's time. And then you hit the second button and so on.
Yeah. Like, I just put...
Because if you block, I'm fucked.
Yeah. Like, I put the like, frame timer on the bottom of the screen, so I'm gonna...
Good,
like,
yeah.
I'm gonna throw...
Oh, sorry.
If you just stand there, I'll throw, like, a quick punch. So it has a startup that's 4 frames, has a 4-frame advantage. So basically what that is they have to have an attack that's faster than 4 frames to beat that punch, which most people don't. Like,
yeah, that's about as fast as it gets.
But yeah, with like the confirm, which once you get to like a skill level with the confirms, you'll know that as soon as you get the hit, you can do the combo. What's the combo I saw? I learned yesterday from doing a mirror match. It was like
Ken's got awesome combos. Ken has amazing. I love Ken. Would be really fun to play. I think he's got that sort of like he's very balanced, but weighted slightly towards getting in your face.
Because that's why I really like his like sprint there, because it goes into that, or you can like bait a move out of someone by like the like hard stop, or just like a easy kick there. All of his moves are like pretty forward motion, so you can just keep applying pressure. So usually what my game plan ends up doing is I just push them into the wall and then drive impact, and then I can just keep that going for a cycle.
You can do all kinds of stuff. Yeah, for Marisa, it's like she has these huge punches, obviously, because she's enormous with big hands and big muscles. But and this is what people who play, there's like 2 versions of the control now. There's modern and classic, and the modern version is like simplified. If you play modern, you don't get access to all of these delicious kicks that Marisa has. Marisa has like incredible kick buttons. Check this out. Check how far away I am from you. That's her heavy kick. It's her standing heavy kick. That's from like neutral, fully neutral. I can hit you with that.
Nuts.
And I can charge it so it does more damage. And this is her standing medium kick, which is again like just a ridiculous distance to cover with one button. And it's so fast. For like when I was still in the rookie rank in online, I was just hitting this button and killing people.
Yeah. That's the I wish I could just switch over to modern so I could like show it, but I don't think that's
it's cool. Honestly, I think it's cool. Like the auto combo, like there's a button that you hold down. I think it would be like right trigger on a controller, and then you just mash and it does combos for you. It's pretty great.
And it's like the trade-off is you can get those combos in, but you don't have like the simple like pokes, and you don't have like because really the core fundamental of playing a fighting game isn't to do like a cool combo. It's just
coming at you.
It's just to do enough like
just do this a lot.
That until they're dead.
Yeah, just do that for like 2 minutes and they'll be dead. Not even 2 minutes. Do that for like 45 seconds continuously and you'll win.
There's I hope they add Dan Hibiki into this game.
I've heard of him, yeah.
He's like if Ken and Ryu sucked ass. So like
now is he like actually bad though?
Yeah, he's more viable in 4 and 5 than he was in Alpha, but he's the equivalent of like Hercule from Dragon Ball, where like
I got
like,
you.
The thing that like Hercule became world champion, like he didn't cheat his way to the top, at least for the first victory, so he has some modicum of fighting skill. So like Dan could probably take out like a regular dude, but
yeah, I mean Macho Man Randy Savage had big muscles. He was a big strong man.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, but he just wasn't Goku.
And like with the big thing with him is his Hadoken, like it goes to like right in front of him, basically like it's a punch, and that's it.
Oh, great. Well, Ryu has that too now, is the funny thing.
But you said this was basically like the first fighting game you've ever like dug into?
Yeah, it's the first one where I would ever say within any reasonable way that I know what I'm doing and I have like an idea of how the meta layer works.
Okay.
Like I get what it means when you say we're playing footsies, and like I know what these words mean, and I also the thing that like if you're watching this and you're thinking I could never play fighting games, I literally thought that until the day I downloaded this video game.
This is the one I would say of any of them that have ever existed. If you have ever thought, I want to try fighting games,
this is so learnable. And Street Fighter in general is a very readable fighting game. Like it's just very, once you're sitting in the pilot seat and like you see what's happening on the screen, it's almost like chess.
Yeah.
Or I've seen it's people call it rock paper scissors too, but it's like very similar to that. And when you start to understand what the difference is between like I'm just playing around and goofing and hitting buttons, and like I'm watching what my opponent does, and I know fully what my character's capabilities are and what theirs are, so I have like an idea in mind. Because I think the thing that was getting in my way is, and I think I read this in the like the references of that primer you sent me.
Yeah.
That like you lose in fighting games when you are trying to problem solve in the moment. When you're trying to like improvise a problem solved reaction. When like, I could just be like, I could be sitting here like, oh fuck, he just hit me with that kick. How do I not get hit by that? But the thing is, I could also just block and like next time it comes out, try something.
Yeah.
You know? And then I know forever whether or not that thing I tried worked. And once it works, once I know what works, I don't have to think about what works anymore. I did have to get hit by that kick 5 billion times and lose. God, I've lost. So I think there's a perception that like once you get good at fighting games and you stop losing, and it's just not true at all. No. Like oh my God, like I can count the number of times I won this game, like single rounds, not even a match, in the first week on one hand. Like it happened maybe twice.
You're much braver than I am just jumping right into online.
Well, I figured
honestly,
ranked
that's
would be like. I figured ranked is good because it'll try to figure out how good you are and put you up against people who are reasonably similar.
Yeah.
You know, at least in terms of like time.
Yeah.
You know.
And with like the modern in this, like it does a good job of teaching you like how stuff chains together. Like you get a good idea of how the moves all go together and stuff. And then there's just like a lot of stuff you can pick up on just from like watching. So like you said, you don't want to problem solve in the moment, but like in that little bit of time, like when the round's over, you can think, what were they doing that was fucking me up so bad?
Yeah.
And then you can anticipate that.
What was the like specific move that they love to use?
Yeah.
And the other thing is that like I had somebody who's a friend of mine who coached me on this a little bit, who blew my mind by telling me that if your opponent hasn't done something, there's no reason to be afraid of it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't consistently use literally every move in Maurice's toolkit. Like, I never use this thing. I never use her, like, most of her lights. I just really don't use them at all. But that doesn't mean there's not ways to use those moves really, really well. It's just that I don't. So, like, if you were playing against me and you were, like, scared that I was going to do this and, like, trying to avoid it, then you'd never get the opportunity. And you'd just be, like, backing away and on the defense the whole time.
I did play as a Marisa last night who just all they were doing was they'd get like the full distance away and then they'd just do like a huge charge punch. It's like that one?
Yeah. All the way across?
Yeah, they'd be like that because I know what they were probably used to playing against someone who when they see them just standing still, they're like, oh, I'm going to come forward, and then they get that punch off. So it's like after one or two I saw that they're doing that, I could just like...
Yep.
Because if I do that with if I just do his Tatsumaki with the heavy input, it does enough kicks to break the armor from that charge up.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Well, unless I do that.
It'd be a little bit harder to like time it out.
Yeah, it kind of has to happen organically.
But and like. And a big part of the learning this is just like, I don't know, you play against characters enough, so you know that, like, if Ken starts running like that, that's a specific input, or like, you learn like fireballs, like what I
Like,
yeah,
Marisa can jump over the Hadoken, but only if it's just right.
The the thing that I find funny when it's playing online is like, if I'm noticing that they're like moving around like crazy too up close, I'll just get the distance and then just start throwing them.
Oh yeah, dude.
And then-
Fireball spam is so good, and it's fun.
And the thing that I find funny about it is sometimes I can see them like as I'm doing it, they just start to like get like mad. I can see
Yep.
them getting
Oh,
frustrated
dude,
like
yep.
that. And it's the thing. It came up on. I was reading some posts on the subreddit. Is like someone was going, how do I go around this? And it was just them doing like corner throws like that the whole time. And it's like they didn't win because all they did was corner throw. You lost because you didn't know how to get out of them. Only
Yes,
doing that
exactly.
move.
That's 100% what the deal is. Like, so much of this, like the mechanics of this are tuned to such hyper computer specificity that, I mean, barring lag, right? Lag is still a thing, but like, even with rollback netcode, it's getting harder and harder to be like, well, lag.
Yeah.
You know, you this is raw. What happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't. Nobody is at like an inherent advantage. There are strategies to overcome everything.
Yeah.
And if someone's gonna be cheap and spam fireballs, well, I don't even want to say cheap. If someone's gonna spam fireballs, you can get out of that.
Yeah. Because like you said,
you
like the thing with the fireballs too is like, depending on the input, so this is like the light fireball, this is the medium fireball, this is the heavy fireball. So they go at like different speeds and they have different startups.
Yeah, and you can
So-
psych me out. You can fire like 3 slow ones and a fast one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And get me fucked up.
Because like if someone's just doing this, it's gonna feel like there's a rhythm, and then like that, or throw an EX fireball and that's a little bit faster and it does 2 hits.
Yeah.
See.
It's so much fun thinking about this stuff now. Like, once you figure out what's going on, because that's such a huge part of it. Like, when I would play fighting games, I would feel like it was never my turn. I would feel like I have no idea what's happening. I pushed like one button and then I got totally annihilated. And it's just because I didn't know what was going on. You got to know what's going on. And to know what's going on, you got to get your ass beat.
Yeah,
for better or for worse.
And, done a bit of explaining. Let's switch. Let me see. Switch back over to matches. And I have the. Do you have commentary turned on your end?
No, I don't. Do you?
I do. Have you like
That's
played
fun.
it all with the commentary?
Yeah, I for a while I did it with like I would turn commentary on my replays so I could hear what they were saying about the match. And that was fun. Oh Lord, I've lost your audio, Jory. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
Okay, now I can hear you again.
Okay. I like having it turned on because it's like, it's neat that that's just a thing in like
It's unbelievable.
in general.
It's outrageous.
And it works pretty well. I have the let me make sure the commentary settings on. I just want to make sure I
Can you
have it.
change the commentator?
Yeah. There's 2
That's
English
so good.
commentators and 2 Japanese commentators
Oh, that rules.
for each one, for the play-by-play
You
and
won't be
for
disappointed.
color commentary. And I have the default one, Jeremy Vicious Lopez, and then I have
You know I'm ready.
Tia Trinidad, who she's credited under that so she doesn't have to give World Wrestling Entertainment money for it, because she's
That's funny as hell.
WWE wrestler Zelina Vega, who at the Royal Rumble this year, she came out dressed as Jory, and then after she
That
came,
rules,
and it was, like,
dude.
sponsored by them, and to and like after like that happened on the show and stuff, Street Fighter tweeted out that she's one of the commentators for the game. which
That's
is
so
really cool.
awesome.
Which I assume
Jury is
probably add
neat.
More.
I would love to learn to play Jury. She seems very complicated.
The one that like I wish I was smart enough to figure out is JP. Because
Yeah, you do have to have Galaxy Brain for JP.
He's the one that people have rated as like the best because of the crazy setups and stuff.
Sure. I
But,
think that's all. I think, I don't know. I don't know anything about this video game, but it seems to me like everybody has their own shit. You know, it's hard to pick a best.
Yeah. So have the commentary turned on also so we can just play the game.
Okay, there you go.
And
it's like someone is really commenting.
Yeah.
Fighters are ready to get down to it. So let's start the match and
I love the faces. They're so funny.
None of you are going home disappointed after this.
And I also have it turned off. You can set it so the commentary is always on your side, and I've made sure to turn that off
Oh,
as well.
that's awesome.
You never get a second chance to make a first impression. So let's make this count.
Come here.
Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. The drive parry was successful. Parrying attack like that is risky, but the reward is the drive gauge building up. Absorbs the attack and
Oh, I'm always walking into that drive impact. I'm walking right into that thing every time. Oh no! And Marisa's so slow she can't break the armor on that with anything. She doesn't. Her combos are like 3 hits. Oh fuck! You were wide open after that. Hello.
In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. One combo can
Oh shit!
right now.
Ooh, just a sneak
I canceled my own damn parry right before you were about to hit it.
Oh,
Boink.
We've got ourselves
Get it
a
out.
win.
Armor doesn't matter if you only have 1 hit left in the tank.
yeah.
Oh, that was great. Those two are pushing each other.
I have not quite gotten to the point where I feel like super comfy, like incorporating the drive meter into my playstyle, other than like
Nice
combo stuff that links from EX rather than from
Here
regular.
we go. I want to see them put on a show.
I figured out some of it with like
Back into the corner with
the
pressure building.
drive dash,
Somebody's building. I can
Yeah, the dash is cool.
Stop this light lead from getting
but I've seen like the crazy stuff people do where they use up the whole bar for like 75% health.
amazing awareness.
Marisa can do that with if she has level 3 super,
for a good return.
she can get like 60% health on you from 0.
Coach Fighter's gotta roll up those sleeves and think of something.
Okay.
Bet that hurt. Okay, Ken.
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
I heard someone call Ken a terrorist.
Gotta bring it here.
That's
He's on the
like,
run because of terrorism.
That's the like lore in this game.
This to keep the pressure up.
So
Is that why he's like in hiding and he's like a washed up guy?
yeah, the thing that people were saying before was like he invested his money in crypto and his wife left him.
He's the most divorced Street Fighter character.
Yeah.
He really is the most divorced one out of the whole cast, easily.
He's like the only one who like people really know
Oh,
about
you're in
his, like,
burnout.
marriage.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
I love when they're in Burnout. Now, I learned something really cool about Burnout. Well, maybe not that cool from your perspective as someone who's in it right now. It refills, your bar refills slower when you walk backwards.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
The way out of Burnout is to get really aggressive.
Yeah.
Because just like your drive gauge fills up when you walk forward and attack, your Burnout gauge refills when you walk forward and attack.
I love the back and forth they had going on.
See, I knew it like
Such a fun,
it would go
like
up
push and
with,
pull.
like, hits and stuff. I did not know that it did that with like it was slower with walking backwards.
Yeah, that's so insidious.
Who will gain control of the match in the early going?
Oh, we gotta see
Haha,
what lengths
gotcha.
both fighters are willing to go to.
Yeah, the like lore is that because Ken's like super rich.
What?
His dad.
How?
His dad has a lot of money. He made good investments and like he's married to Guile's sister.
Time's the only thing.
Guile has a sister?
Yeah, she's not playable or anything, but that's
Oh, well,
that's
okay.
who his that's like who Ken is married to is his Guile's sister.
Smart decision.
That's
But
fun.
he runs like a major organization, and they like runs like a big construction company, and
Oh. That makes sense, because that's where you find him.
yeah,
I noticed you really like that wake up drive impact.
yeah, it works really well.
With the throw. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it.
We
The
just gotta
like
see one
he's the one who's taken the fall for what
At this range, many
JP
attacks can connect if you
did
stick
to
something
take
out.
over
The neutral game
Nashal.
is very important here.
JP took over Nashal? I knew he was a bad dude. I didn't know exactly what kind of bad dude stuff he was getting up to.
He's on paper he's like the head of like an NGO that like helped build Nashal. In reality, he's like some evil bad guy who looks to take over what M. Bison was doing after M. Bison was permanently killed at the end of Street Fighter V.
Permanently killed?
No, at the end of Street Fighter V. Well, he became like a pure raw psycho energy, so I'm sure they'll find a way to put him back in a game.
What the fuck does any of that mean?
That's the thing that's funny about like Street Fighters. Most of it's pretty grounded within like fighting, except like Dalsim can stretch, and then like it's really funny when you talk to E Honda, he's like, "You ever take one of those Hadokens? They don't feel good."
Oh, I keep doing that when I mean to do the phalanx, which is her big flying punch. Oh, yep. Got me with the Shoryuken.
I also like this one because, like, following Street Fighter 2, they did more to make Ken and Ryu more unique from each other. Like, Ryu's more defensive, while Ken's more, like, aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
And in this one, like, Ken has cool, like, fire effects on it and stuff.
I want to see them both lay it all on the line here.
Oh, dang it. Whiffed right in front of your chin.
That was a good one.
Neither can lean on their drive too hard right now.
I'd be collecting their thoughts here. What's their play here?
The super armor does it.
Oh, farts.
Ooh.
All right, what's coming up next? Sticks the jump in. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense.
God, you remember how I said I was,
Liking that finish.
I went up a whole rank because I learned that I should be blocking more?
We're gonna see a blowout real soon.
I should take that advice again, it seems like.
So it's something that's really easy to forget.
Who's going to start things off?
It really is, because you want to hit. You want to go hit them, you know what I mean? Like you.
It's a fighting game, not a blocking game.
And really take it to each other.
That's what they want you to think.
Pressure.
I see. That
And it's one of those things that I recently compared it to Pokemon, how like up until recently single player has done fuck all to like teach you how to actually play the game.
Oh yeah, no,
So, like,
nothing.
In like arcade mode, you rarely need to block. Like as long as you're aggressive or you just know like the move spam that fucks up the AI, they don't know. It's like Pokemon, you don't need to use shit like Trick Room in fucking single player for the most part. For Pokemon.
Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over a super arc.
Oh,
Goes for the throw.
I get it. I get it.
okay, you're getting used to my kick combo,
This range. Big game close.
Ooh, landed a
and I'm not getting used to your raw drive rush. Oh man, and you hit me with the crit with the level 3. There we go.
great stuff there.
Some
That's the level 3 super, folks.
do you know the narrative order the Street Fighter games have?
I was entertained.
No, I don't fucking know.
It's very stupid.
So I learned a little bit because I went on the wiki because I got really into playing Cammy for a little bit. I think she's cool. She's a cool character. Her fighting style is insane. She's
Yeah.
like so ridiculously good. But her story is completely out there.
Yeah.
Oh, you changing characters now?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on a second.
The so
Who
the,
else do I
the
got?
order the games go in is Street Fighter Alpha or Zero, depending on it's Zero in Japan, but it's Alpha in America, which I don't know why they just wouldn't call it Zero. Then Street Fighter 1, Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 5, Street Fighter 3, Street Fighter 6.
Good God. Why is it all like that?
I don't know. The thing that I think it's like that for is because when they did when Street Fighter 3 first came out, the first version of Street Fighter 3, New Challengers, the only returning characters were Ken and Ryu. The rest of the roster was all new, and understandably, people did not like that.
That's nuts. Yeah, that seems bad because people love these characters.
Yeah.
Kimberly is amazing. I like Kimberly a lot, and this is like probably my favorite of the like alternate costumes for any of the characters in this game.
Yeah.
Kimberly's alternate costume is great. I mean, her regular costume's cool too, but this alternate is amazing.
Fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. What's the play here?
Because like I think like with the thing with 4 taking place before 3 is just to like it's the we're scared to go back to the thing that made people mad that they eventually got over.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Because why would you make such a big move again?
Yeah.
That's how you create like a super, super conservative company. I like the mix they've done here. I mean, what are there's like 4 new characters in this? Marisa Manon, JP, and Kimberly. I know Kimberly's the first black lady they put in one of these.
Yeah. They have Elena from 3 who's African. But she's but Kimberly's the first like she's not as bad as like it could be.
It's like Usopp in One Piece when it's like the whole cast is like from a country canonically, and then Oda was like, yeah, he's African.
Yeah.
He's what?
Her like outfit is a little bad. Never mind. But there's like Sean who's like pretty dark Brazilian, but like Kimberly's the first like black American, which is really cool. Jamie's new to this as well.
Jamie.
Luke.
I love Jamie. I haven't
really
played
cool.
Jamie, but he seems great.
The thing that Jamie struggles with is he doesn't keep his like not drunk, his special drink indicators. He doesn't keep those in between rounds.
Yeah, it's special juice, guys. It's not alcohol.
Which is definitely
it's like juice or something.
Don't give us a bad rating, ESRB, please. You may notice, eagle-eyed viewers, that I'm playing Cammy on modern controls. Has no bearing on whether or not I win or lose, probably. Might make it a little easier for me. I think both control schemes are completely valid and honestly equal. Yeah.
Really, like the trade-offs that you get. So modern, like the special moves, like the one like the spiral arrow that I just did, are so much easier.
Yeah.
But they do 20% less damage.
Oh, I didn't know they did less damage.
Yeah, they do 20% less. So, and it's not a huge nerf. Like, you don't feel it that much, but I think it accounts really well for how much easier they are to do.
That's
And the auto combos spend meter like nobody's business. So if you rely on those, you get burned out really fast. Like pretty much all of my auto combos have a EX special move in there somewhere. And then they all also automatically combo into supers, which is even more expensive. So like if you're not careful, you're spending all your resources playing modern.
That's that makes. I know in Smash, if you play as Ryu or Ken, if you do the traditional inputs for their moves, they do more damage.
I would kind of like to try Smash out again now that I have a little bit better understanding of the way fighting games work, because I know that Smash is considered a fighting game by people in the FGC.
It depends on who you ask.
Hey, look, it's got a page on the fighting game glossary at infill.net, so I'll call out a fighting game.
I like to say it's not a fighting game just because the people who play Smash get really sad when you do that.
Yeah, there's some people who find that contentious. Oh, hit you with the air grab. I love Cammy with the air grab.
That's something I wish I could get down.
Yeah, that was kind of a fluke. Cammy's is very fast. Cammy's everything is fucking fast. Cammy's just, her whole thing is all my buttons are fast and they all have good damage and good hit. Oh my god, there you can do 2 of them.
Yeah, so if you EX it and you have 2 in the chamber, you do 2. And also if you refill regularly, you just get 1 can, but if you EX, you get both cans back.
Ooh, got you with that. Cammy's also fun because all of her like super moves are just nuts.
Yeah.
Like her level 2 super is one of my favorite in the whole game. And then her level 3 super where she cuts your fucking head off is also great. I can't do any of those right now. You're not gonna see that happen. But like, rest assured, they're cool as hell. Ow, fuck. Was that her level 1?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it does more damage
Boink.
if she has like a spray can in the chamber.
What else is fucking cool and unique about this fighting game? Man, the World Tour mode thing where they gave you the ability to like send text messages to your master is one of the best things in video games ever.
I like Cammy like.
Oh, hers are the funniest to me.
It's like like the one where she's like pretending like you not responding back to her is just, it was a test. I wasn't just sad you weren't texting me back.
Yeah, like the funny thing about Cammy is that you could be forgiven for thinking she is like a total hard ass all the time, because that's like the front,
especially
right?
with like her
But like,
military theming in her basic
yeah,
super horny outfit.
But she likes cats and apple pie, and she really worries about you when you don't text her back immediately. It's funny.
Sends you on secret missions that are totally important and not for reconnaissance training, and not just because she heard there's cute kitty cats.
And she wants pictures of them.
I really like Ryu's because he's like an old
He's
man.
like old, right?
Yeah, like you teach him how to use a cell phone.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Bam, gotcha. Killer bee spin.
And it's like they remind me, the way he talks reminds me of Kiryu from Yakuza.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The screenshot I saw of him was like a bunch of text messages in a row that all said like, message, I am learning, message.
There's one where he just texts you to tell you he figured out how to, like, emojis. How to send, like, stickers.
That's awesome. Yeah, World Tour is great. World Tour is so cool. And I think if you came into this and you were like, I'm nervous, I don't want to play online, even though it's really no big deal. Like, it really isn't a big deal. Because you don't have to look at the face of the person who just beat your ass. But anyway, if you were to just get this game and just play World Tour mode, I think you would still have a great game that you could definitely love.
And you still have, like, 40 hours of content there.
Yes.
Like, there's plenty of stuff.
There's so much to do. It's crazy how many, like, side quests and everything. And it's fun.
I don't know if Kimberly being in music mode changes anything. I think it's just a visual thing, but it's so fun.
I love her theming as like she's like a hip hop spray paint ninja.
Yeah,
which is very cool to me.
It's
like, what if Miles Morales was an actual, like, Miles Morales meets Naruto kind of?
Yeah. Like with her sprint attack, she does the full-on Naruto run.
Oh, I love that, and it's so cool looking. Oh, I just hit you with my favorite Cammy move. I love that so much. Because it has like a built-in delay and she steps back a little bit, which fucks everybody's spacing up. Whoa! Totally wasted that drive by just hitting the hooligan right above your head. Here we go.
And it's critical, so you get the extra piece of animation.
Cut your damn head off. I actually like the animation on the non-critical version a little better, where she like does a big flip and cuts your head off.
Oh yeah, I like.
I also think it's really funny that she covers up her butt crack. in this ending pose, like very specifically.
What I think is really funny about them making that outfit her default one is Cammy is very British.
Oh yeah, she's so British now.
And the
She used to be like, oh, I found out she was British because I played this game.
I was watching the Street Fighter 5 Evo in like 2018, I think it was. 2017? No, it was 2017. And a Cammy player was in like the top 8, and it was being broadcast on ESPN, like ESPN 2 or 3 or one of the side ESPNs.
Okay.
And they
That's
They
interesting.
went to play, and they had like a production assistant come over and be like, "Hey, you gotta change the costume because of just this fucking thong unitard."
It's too cheesecake for television.
Especially because ESPN's owned by Disney.
Yeah, and they went on. I feel like the gamers. I definitely saw that the gamers were mad about Cammy's new costume.
Yeah.
Because they gave her pants.
It's still, they're the tightest fucking pants possible.
Yeah, and also they went ahead and animated some butt jiggle in there on her standing medium kick, which you are going to use all the time. You know, there's a little treat for you in there. You don't have to be weird and angry about it.
There's and for like I saw someone point this out, for the people who are like really deep degenerates, you could if you zoom in on like her calves and stuff, you can see hair follicles.
That's well, okay. Hey, I mean,
same level of like detail in this game. On the
this
bottom.
shit is made. This is in RE Engine, which is like an unbelievably good
Let me see some of the good
animation and graphics modeling thing. I don't know Honda literally at all. I know absolutely nothing about him, except that he does
This might
like
be an
some
important tournament.
I'm trying to
fun
remember what
headbutt
the-
stuff.
The Jamie like combo is.
Nice.
Oh wait, I remember
Liking
now.
that.
Pressuring the situation with the charge in.
Bulldozing in is always
What is
a
it?
good strategy. Gotta be planning something.
So they break forward to pressure.
You like that?
Because there's like some of his unique attacks, they can end with him taking a drink.
In a dire situation.
There we
You can't
go.
afford any mistakes.
And the thing that's annoying about Jamie is you have some of his like auto combos are disabled until you get like enough of those drink counters up.
That makes sense
Good job, it's KO.
because his moveset changes a lot, right?
What
Yeah.
are your thoughts on what happened during that last round?
There was a lot to like about that last round. They're in the pocket now and they
When I learned what the E in E Honda stands for, by the way, I was like, "There's no fucking way."
Yeah, you wouldn't think it's Edmund.
No, this motherfucker does not look like an Edmund.
both ready.
Edmund also doesn't seem like a Japanese name.
Wait.
Yeah, something's going on there. Oh fuck, he got me with the throw.
Stuck in the corner, but not going down.
Now I know how to do two E Honda moves: the really annoying one that I was just showing off, and the 100-hand slap.
This range.
Yeah, hit him again with that. I want to see more.
Come here.
violence.
I love his walk; it's so good.
How they approach the situation will be interesting.
Oh fuck.
Uses the gauge for a super arm.
Jamie's cool. I like Jamie a lot. I haven't tried playing Jamie at all, but I love his design.
I was doing a lot of his stuff. I played a bit of it in World Tour. Thing that
Better than that.
I wish I could bring up the like start menu. Just like, because you can do that in Mortal Kombat, like in between rounds, you can on mod you can do start to like look at that stuff.
Last round, people.
But
Both fighters gotta
what
go
NetherRealm games for both Injustice 2 and Mortal Kombat 11 have that I think is a really good training tool is you can go in the start menu and then you can pin moves to your display inputs.
Oh
So like,
shit!
let's say I'm picking up Sub-Zero and I want to know how to do the ice ball, and I don't want to have to keep looking up the fucking inputs for it. I can just pin it there, and then I can always reference that it's like, oh, it's back, forward, low punch. Okay, cool. Like,
Just keep busting out the heavy artillery until
I wish
you
I could have that with this for like some of the combos and stuff. And some of,
So do
special
like
moves.
gotta give it up for that solid
does Mortal Kombat follow the same style of like input thing where it's like, quarter circles and half circles and stuff?
It does not. That's a big difference. And that's why I play Street Fighter
Really?
with a stick and why I play Mortal Kombat with a regular controller. Because inputs in Mortal Kombat are like back, forward, punch, down, back, kick. Which you can change it to do like the Street Fighter inputs, which I think is cool. But if like certain moves are easier to do because like back, forward, I think is easier to do than the quarter circle back, like with Manon, or the full circle for fucking Zangief.
Yeah, I don't know how I would do that on a hitbox. The like full circle thing. Zangief on modern is nuts. Again, one of the things that like you kind of have to get cool with is that there's like no such thing as being cheap in fighting games. Whatever wins the match wins the match. So like if somebody's got something that they just do all the time, well, learn how to get around it. Like we were saying earlier, that's the only thing that you really have available to you.
Yeah. What was it? I know there's certain characters that like Guile, and for like E Honda's like headbutt, the like holding back input is a lot easier with like a hitbox.
Oh, so much.
Because
so much. And
there's
they're
no
both
travel
great.
time, like because you just hold that back button, and no matter what other inputs you're doing, as long as you have that down, that fucking sonic boom or headbutt is locked and loaded.
Yep, and they are both very hard to avoid. Sonic boom and headbutt. So like they're just good. Like if you're a beginner and you're not sure you want to learn all that stuff, pick Honda or Guile, and you can go really far. Like that headbutt was, it comes out crazy fast, and it's just really hard to be like, oh, I see that, I'm gonna do something.
Yeah.
Because by the time you're I'm gonna do something, you got hit by his head. DJ is so cool. I love DJ. As a design, he's wonderful.
It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach?
I want to see them both lay it all on the line.
Sorry if I start talking during the like commentary, guys, while they're going.
I also have subtitles on for commentary.
Now they get pushed into the corner.
The commentary is like really good for. I saw someone point out like how it's helpful for like, teaching them stuff too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can definitely see like the commentary will like tell you when you've done something weird. And they even have barks that are for like when you do something a whole lot and maybe should change up what you're doing.
They hit each other. From up above.
What's gonna happen next?
This is a critical point of.
Whoa.
We've got ourselves a winner.
Great round with both fighters really going at it.
Man, you think these two are best friends or something? Way they're feeding on each other.
My favorite thing with DJ is that like rapid fire uppercut he has.
Yeah. I'm not
It's
sure how
very fun.
See things open up in a big way.
Oops.
Both fighters want to establish themselves early on.
Here we go. I want to see them put on a show. I'd be collecting their thoughts.
I put it on modern just to like see, and then I forgot I don't know how like what the modern buttons are, and they're not fit for like a stick.
No, they're really not. And I have also heard people say that DJ kind of sucks on modern.
I would believe that.
Because he's another character where like kind of all of his buttons are good.
Oh yeah.
And so losing any of them is not great.
Especially with like, I wonder how his level 2 super is like a single punch, and then you keep the combo going with like button
I don't know what's
inputs.
going on with that.
So like I'm not even sure how that would work in
Oh God!
with modern.
Oh no!
Doesn't get any better.
He just got great throws too.
I'm liking that finish.
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Time to go big or go home.
Zangief brings it up in his in some of the dialogue in World Tour mode, and it's also in his likes and dislikes, which I think is funny because he's like such a close guy. He needs to get up and like bear hug you. He doesn't like projectiles like Hadoukens and stuff.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, because a Zangief player doesn't like projectiles.
Yeah. I love the like effort put into the drive parry animations too.
Yeah.
'Cause
Everybody's is different.
They could easily just make it, oh, it's like armor, it just bounces off. But no, they show them like moving to block the attack.
And everybody does like a different motion.
Firepower's there to turn this around.
Chun-Li does the classic like wax on, wax off. Oh no, the like one-handed Neo thing
Yeah.
when he starts to get really good at being in the Matrix. Oh God! You hit me with that punish counter. You know, speaking of things Street Fighter 6 does to introduce people to Street Fighter, the way it like fronts for you, like when it says punish counter there on the screen, the way it puts that up on Front Street for you to see is so interesting. Like your moves have different properties if they hit before or like immediately before or immediately after your opponent's move.
I'll like for anyone ever until someone comes up with something better, I'll just keep talking about how good fucking World Tour mode is. Because
World Tour is great.
Like
So fun.
A big problem for me is like it's not fun to try and figure out which guy you like by just okay, I'm gonna go in arcade and play as this guy. Okay, I'm gonna go in.
I agree.
It's not engaging in a way, and World Tour does that in a way of like you get a fun cutscene and the person's like, hey, I'll teach you, and then you get to learn their moves. So also along top of you get the basic like punches and kicks and like one or two special moves, and then once you learn how to work that in with it, you probably have gotten enough experience to bring them in again, bring a new move in, and learn how to work that into the gameplay plan.
Yep.
Which like the thing that NetherRealm
you got
does,
Luke.
They do with they started it with actually Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe, but then it's been with like Mortal Kombat 9, Injustice, Mortal Kombat X, Injustice 2, Mortal Kombat 11. Is that there's like the single player mode is like a narrative, and you just play 4 or 5 matches as each character, and by the end of the story mode, you've at least tried out every single character, and you've got their like goofy story.
I love this
You never get
like
a second chance to make a first impression.
sponsored streamer outfit that you have for Luke here.
This might be an important
I love that Luke's a huge gamer.
Is he a gamer?
He is. The gift you give him is like Red Elevator 8, so Resident
Oh
Evil
fuck!
8.
I gave that to Cammy.
That's like his favorite. That's like his preferred gift. Well, the gift that you can buy because all the gifts you can like repeatedly give people, that's their best gift, is stuff they don't like. Everyone's like upset that you give it to them, but they're begrudgingly accept it.
Yeah. When I gave Cammy something she didn't like, she was like, "I see. This tells me a lot about you."
Because like her least favorite one is like canned herring. No, it's the jellied tuna.
Jellied eels.
The jellied
Because she's
eels,
British and they're nuts.
Yeah, and she doesn't like it, but she's like, well, cats like it, so
Can't be that
kitties will
bad.
like me.
good round.
But one of Luke's dislikes is horror games. He's like gets too scared to play horror
Oh
games.
no.
Which is really
Now
funny.
I did see a very funny image of it's a stream layout with Luke playing a video game on stream and his camera's up in the top corner, and it's one of those screamer games from the early 2000s.
That's really funny.
And he's got this look on his face like, gee, I wonder what's gonna happen.
This is gonna be an offensive question or a statement. I assume you follow the voice actor of Luke on Twitter already.
No, I actually don't.
Oh, he does a lot.
Don't
of, like,
come for me, voice actors.
He does a lot of like fun voicing memes and stuff that people have made of Luke, and he like really enjoys playing the character it seems, which is really cool.
What's the guy's name?
Alex Lee?
Oh yeah, I know of him. Yeah. I know Alex Lee. He's a big tweeter.
Yeah, I love fucking Luke's like victory animation where he just keeps pointing at the different cameras. he updated it to he like voiced a meme where someone did an over victory of Ken with him going boom divorced, and he did that with like,
Oh my
9
God.
boom for each boom.
Oh my god, that's great. Well, and what a fun character to play. Luke, I don't like Luke very much, but like I gotta imagine it was a fun gig.
Yeah.
out the big guns yet.
Gotcha, I get it.
Some guy was being like a grumpy asshole of like, I don't care if the voice actor likes playing him. He's like a PMC contractor and
Oh
loves
my
the
God.
military. It's like he's
It's a video game,
he's
guys.
a fictional character in a
Like,
pretty lighthearted world. Like for the most
like fucking.
you can hate the military
So where's that
industrial complex, but like
Where's that smoke
Street
for like
Fighter.
Chun-Li? You know what I'm saying?
she's a cop.
Tons of space between
She's she worked for Interpol. She's currently on like leave in Street Fighter 6, but
Don't sleep on the opponent. Finish the job.
Cammy is also like international super cop, right?
yeah, she's like that's her big role in like the movie and stuff. Yeah, the fucking
Oh my God, that's the one.
yeah.
Oh, those
Or
two crowds high.
me having a mental breakdown, pointing out all the cameras I see in there.
it's time for that run back.
These two
Luke's
fighters have more time
big
than I
giant
would
Popeye forearms do
super good.
weird me out a little bit. I gotta say.
Especially for that move, like
Yeah, when they turn orange, that's like, are they okay? Are you healthy?
Easy to get tagged at this range. Definitely shuts up the
I think Luke's really funny too because he was the last character for Street Fighter V.
Really?
He's the last DLC character on top of his character trailer being like, "Hey, Street Fighter 6."
Now, was Street Fighter V the one where everyone hated him?
Ooh, something
Yeah,
so
they were because he for that reason they were expecting something. You know how people get it's happened with Star Wars, happened with video games. People get excited for something and then it's not what they read fan theories of on Reddit for 2 years. So they got mad that it was a new character that they didn't like. That who's supposed to be he's kind of supposed to be him and Jamie are kind of supposed to be the Ken and Ryu replacements. Which
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
After 30 years, why not?
amazing
Yeah.
nerves to fight back.
And his
These games should have a new mascot.
Yeah.
That's, you know.
And after his reveal was like it was a commercial for the new game.
Big opportunity now in this corner.
Feels like we're right in the eye of the storm.
When it's like I don't know, he's like I think he has a fun
We gotta see
design
what
and
length both fighters are
there's
willing to go
opportunity
to.
for
For the long game return.
characters who haven't been brought back in a long time in this one.
Yeah.
Goes for the level 2
This one's so mean. The fucking aggressive haymakers over and over
Player
again.
2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Ooh, what a
I think Manon is my favorite, like, conceptually of the new characters. I love what they do with her.
Yeah, I really like her.
Ballet judoka is really funny to me.
Yeah.
Like the idea of she's a ballet dancer who is also a judo
Go big or go
champion.
Let's see how these two hold it down.
And viewer, you may notice there's a number that's increasing underneath my health bar. Every time I land one of those big throws, that number gets higher. And the higher that number gets, the more damage my big throws do.
good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact.
That was
Whoops.
super good.
I fucked that up pretty bad.
Hug nothing but air.
And then if I land my really big one, it's gonna go crazy.
Yeah. I love how that looks too.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Yeah. Just a fucking-
This one's way meaner, IMO.
It also looks fucked up with this costume where he has this bright red, like, Sharingan eyes.
I wish I knew how to do my super. I don't know how to do it. Oh well, this is fun. I like that her throws get more elaborate too, as her metal level goes up.
Getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Ooh, I love when fighters
It's funny that, like,
invest in each
I think in the world she is a model, but you're introduced to her as though she's like shooting a movie.
Yeah, I think she's shooting like a commercial.
With a stopping block.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense.
this.
And I think it's like a perfume commercial, if I remember right.
She's a multi-hyphenate, you know? She's a model, actress, judoka, ballerina,
The drive impact wins. Are they ready to punish?
who does street fights
You've seen
also.
I know she said, one of her like things she says to you is something about how like, if she quit one to focus on the other, she could probably be even better at that, but that's not as fun.
Yeah.
And also when you're
And then
a
she w-
world famous model and a gold medalist, like she just has hanging from her neck, like why not?
Is that what that is?
I think so. I think that's what it's supposed to be, like a gold,
Whoa.
like a gold medal.
And yeah, chat, this is the lady, this pink-haired woman right here is the lady they want us to believe is 5'9".
A little too greedy there.
I think Luke. How tall is Luke supposed to
Early
be?
round decisions are so important.
If Menon is 5'9", then he's only like 5'10".
Plenty of life left.
Not even, because when she's like standing up mostly straight.
Tons of options at their disposal. Player 2 chases them down.
Something's building.
Luke is supposed to be
Nice
6'1".
punish, Dory.
Get out of town. Get out of town. Swap that around. Swap that around.
Careful not to whiff at this range.
IMO. Swap that around. Luke says he's 6'1". Luke's publicist says he's 6'1". It's just like how Robert Downey Jr.'s publicist says he's 5'11". We know, Bob.
That's fucking.
Barely blocks the jump.
I love
That's a
that
lie.
with wrestlers. They lie about their heights the whole time.
That's fucking funny as hell.
And it's something that I get in like 1950 when you're in the risers at fucking Madison Square Garden. You don't know that Bruno Sammartino's 5'8". He's jacked, so you assume he's like fucking 6'5", whatever.
He looks enormous.
But today, what you can see, there's a really good picture of this wrestler Adam Cole next to Zack Sabre Jr. And they're both billed at 6 foot, but Zack Sabre Jr. is like a head taller than him.
That's funny.
It's like learning heights of fictional characters. Like learning that Vegeta's like 5'4" is.
That's it's
go.
everything in its proper place. IMO.
And part of that too is like, oh yeah, it's Japan. They're not as big, so Goku's like still a pretty big guy, being like 5'10".
Yeah, he's like exceptionally tall in his home country.
Let's see. I hope they add some of the really cool costumes that they had in 5 to this, because they have a lot of them had like really cool Capcom costumes. So
Ooh.
they'd be dressing as like other characters from Capcom games.
This
Like
isn't about just winning
Cammy
the
has
match.
an
Pride and
awesome
bragging
Monster
rights are
Hunter
at stake
costume.
here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Where she has just
I've seen some cool costumes of hers. Doesn't she have like in one of her games? Doesn't she have like a Jill Resident Evil costume?
yeah, I think that's one of hers as well in Street Fighter 5.
Plenty of time left. How's
I
the
don't
match
remember.
gonna
I don't know how to fight Jury at all.
On the line here.
She scares the absolute hell out of me.
Can they clip each other on the edge?
Have you gotten any?
And I've
text
literally this is
messages
my
from
first
her?
time touching Dalsum.
Who's going to break the silence first?
Have you gotten any of Jury's text
going on?
messages?
Good job.
Yeah, she's a little she's certainly designed for a very specific type of person to go, "Oh, I like you."
Anything could happen here.
What are you talking about
they're
with her
playing mind
feet
games here.
and toes prominently?
No, I'm not. Well, I mean that's part of it. That's definitely part of it, but also the other part of it is like the texting you out of nowhere that's like, "Say something funny."
Yeah.
Ugh, you're so lame.
My,
Did I just escape your throw?
Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense.
That was good. I like it. More of that.
I gotta say, I love the stink that Jury's voice actor puts on all her lines. I think the voice acting for Jury in particular is awesome.
Never count out a girl as crazy as her.
You got that.
yeah.
Oh,
This is my least horny voice ever, me saying this. I think that her voice acting is really good.
I wanna see
My favorite text message that you get from her is like you get like a spam scam message where she's like, "You just got invited to this big party," and I of course went, "Oh hell yeah, sign me up!" And she's like, "Seriously? Wow, you're really dumb. I don't know how you're alive, how you're still alive at this point. I'm
God.
disappointed in you."
She's so mean. Why is she so mean?
And then the nicest she gets is like one of them is her going,
planning?
"So how's Central City? Huh? A lot of thugs? I bet they're not strong enough for you." And then the last one is,
Whoa.
"Hey, show me all the cool shit to do in town. I'm gonna crash on your couch."
Hoping for a good
That's downright romantic.
uses the gauge or the super. They're not playing around here.
Whoa. I just hit you with my head.
Can they
Okay, Dalsum's actually really fun. Why did nobody tell me that Dalsum's really fun?
Dulcie is a character that's like, it's just like foreign to my brain.
The thing about him is he's kind of hard to fight until you figure it out. You know?
Because he doesn't have, like, I'll probably be proven wrong if I go searching for it and find, like, full meter, full drive meter, 0 to, 100% to 20% combo with him, but he just seems like, yeah, you just get those big pokes in. That's the,
Yeah, you just poke. You just poke from all the way back. Keep anybody from getting too close, because up close you can't do shit. But the other thing is that all of the times that I'm putting my fists and stuff out there, you can just hit those. You get big juicy damage.
What's going on?
Oh my god, are you seeing his jumps?
Yeah, he jumps slower. It's really weird.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
It's also terrifying.
Oh, and he can
when you get his
air projectiles.
When you get his fighting style, because Dulcim's character model is built for the stretching. Your character is not. He can also, if you hold forward or backward and push all 3 punch or kick, he can teleport.
Player 2 with the life lead.
Gotta keep pushing.
So it's like the top 3 or the bottom 3. I believe that's how his teleport.
Oh, I'm on modern, so it might be.
Oh.
It's probably different.
Yeah, that's probably different then.
Back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Both players have near
I like us just like not hitting each other has the commentary like I don't know what's going on.
What are they doing?
Good night, Andrew. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed learning about Street Fighter. I hope even more that it convinced you to buy the game.
I really think that the thing about learning to play fighting games, the things that I have learned in my journey, is that the mindset is a little difficult to get into. And like, if you are somebody who's not used to doing stuff that's very competitive, it can seem like a little bit of a turnoff to be so relentlessly focused on overwhelming and dispiriting your opponent and like making their world come crashing down around them. Like, it feels like a really mean thing to do, to go totally annihilate somebody in Street Fighter. And it is kind of a mean thing to do, but like, we're signing up for that experience. Oh God. But I think if you enjoy the experience of playing Dark Souls, right, and like seeing a problem and getting destroyed by that problem several times until you figure out exactly how to deal with that problem, that's fighting games, baby.
If you want fighting game discourse, one of the best ones is Dark Souls PvP a fighting game? Because there's footsies, there's parries, there's you gotta like watch for certain moves. Like
there's move sets, yeah. There's like different types of, you know, you got zoner weapons, you got rushdown weapons. Projectiles are broken and not worth it. Oh,
something I learned last night that made me upset was so you know how if you take damage during like the drive impact, you can regenerate it?
Yeah.
If you have some of that chipped away and you win, it doesn't count as a perfect victory. It counts as a regular one.
It feels unfair, but
I get it because you still technically have damage. But I had that happen last night. I was like, oh, that would have felt really good. That would have felt really strong and cool.
I love Dhalsim's walk. It's really funny. Now, I know one of Jory's supers is like, it's like a form change, right?
Yeah,
like
that's
a stance change.
2.
Jory seems so cool. I would love to play Jory, but like, there's just one or too many mechanics to keep track of for me, I feel like.
If I remember right, Jory's level 2 super, what it does is she like activates her like
her like special eyeball, right?
Her evil, it's called Psycho Energy.
Okay.
Which is really dumb, but it like the effect it has in the game is it lets you chain together moves more easily. So you can like cancel out of more normals and stuff, if I remember right.
Oh my. That's pretty fantastic. Are you about to be Guile?
I don't really get Guile. I do like his, there's a certain move he has that I just love the look of it. Blanca is one that I would love to like learn because I love his little buddy that he throws.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
These two don't give me what I want.
We're doing that by hitting buttons, directional buttons, by the way, viewers, when they make funny faces.
They took the best feature from Soul Calibur, and
That's a Soul Calibur thing?
is in Soul Calibur 2 and
This
3.
might be an important turn in the match.
Yeah, I like this move from Guile, the fucking jump kick.
I want to see them
It's
both
so
like, all on the
ridiculous.
line here.
That's really stupid. He like hangs in the air for a second.
Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? Throws him down.
Good stuff there.
So it looks like our fighters are taking a
Whoa!
Yeah.
What?
So what Blanca does is he throws the Blanca-chan plushes, and then he can.
That was painful.
Some of
but
his
you know what
moves
to
can
do.
cause them to like move around. So, like his lightning causes it to charge. I think he can mix it with his cannonball as well.
trying to read each other here.
Ah, they're playing mind games here.
Oh, fuck.
Anything could happen here. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Picture perfect punish counter.
Smart decision.
Fuck.
Not shy with the grab.
Today I learned Blanca's command grab goes clear over your opponent's head if they're
The pressure is
crouching.
so intense here.
Which actually is good,
Spin kick?
extremely good info for me because that command grab kicks my ass.
Oh, this is getting tense.
In there.
I'm liking
It's amazing how much you learn about a character from playing them.
Forgot
Yeah.
to breathe for that whole
You know,
round.
like genuinely. Like
That was
I,
great. Those two are
whenever I come up
switching
against a
fast
Marisa
limit.
in ranked, I'm always like, oh, I know exactly what to do.
Especially if,
I just
like,
do all the shit that fucks with me.
Yeah.
Nails the anti-air.
Especially if like you kind of know what the general game plan is
Reverse
for
spin kick?
people at especially at that
Uh-huh.
those levels. Is usually it's find the couple buttons you know will hit.
Does a good job escaping the
Yeah, and one of the things that I've noticed for like the two characters we're playing right now, charge characters. Oh fuck.
We have
Oh,
a
okay.
on deck.
Oh god. Oh god.
Way more pressure here.
Yeah, hit him again with that. Oh,
With these two types of guys, these and E Honda, just don't let them charge. Just get up in their face and stay there.
Jumps in.
Guile in particular, his whole thing is like he's got those super fast fireballs. He's got like the fastest fireballs ever.
This is the final round. Expect to see some
So if you let him get charged up, that's very bad for you.
how these two hold it down.
And something that's nice for like picking up characters is that
who's gonna take it off.
everyone has like used the same 3 or 4 inputs for all their moves. So like
Just started.
you
Yep.
can just go in and then start like playing
Feel the
around
tension
with
right from the get-go.
You've gotta be mindful
like
of
oh
neutral
Like
the
if I
corner
noticed with
circles
Blanca
isn't
here,
anything. You can do like the dragon punch input
Just keep
or the
blasting
charge
out the
input.
heavy artillery until you break 'em.
Guile's got 2 charge inputs. Yeah, he's got those 2 really good ones.
The down charge one I have like the timing down pretty well on like the back charge inputs, but the down ones I don't know. Feels like
It
it's
is,
different.
As far as I know, it's the same for all charge mechanics, which is 45 frames.
Oh.
I mean, not that that's like it's like basically 3/4 of a second, like, but like
Yeah.
that's kind of a finicky amount of time to like be able to just sort of grok off the top of your head,
It's definitely one that you get used to the feel with the controller. Like after a certain point, you figure
Oh,
out.
for sure.
Oh, those two
Yeah,
suck
go
as
forward with
assholes.
that. I'm going to switch to.
I'm thinking. I'm getting kind of tired also, so I'm thinking maybe one more. You do like
Yeah.
another set with somebody goofy.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Well, I need to go make dinner.
I'm gonna try modern Luke because people are saying that modern Luke goes crazy.
I'm gonna.
Oh, you're gonna hit me with that JP, huh? Okay. Okay, I know he's weird. I know I've come up against JP a couple of times. He breaks the rules a lot. He's got like a long distance grab and highs and lows that aren't projectiles, but they kind of are.
Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Violence is on the menu tonight.
Because he has the
Here we
fucking.
go. What are these fighters going to do?
I also love that JP is a old man who is huge and ripped.
Yeah.
Well-timed command.
He's
Oh,
like,
fuck, you hit him.
Player one
what's his
has the
name?
life lead.
Gotta keep pushing.
It's like G from Street Fighter V, who has he looks like if Abraham Lincoln was in a fighting game, and not in the same way that Gold Lewis in Guilty Gear Strive is the actual president of the U.S. in that game.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the guy with the alien and the laser eye is the president of the United States in Guilty Gear Strive.
It's really fucking funny. Hey, quit doing that to me.
I don't remember how to do the grab.
Something's building. I can feel it.
You did it on me a little while ago. Oh shit.
Yeah, that's the one that's like mean, but like I know there's a way to set it off too, but it has like a timer on it as well, so you can just set traps.
I should learn to play JP so I can learn what to do against JP when I'm fighting him.
So they must be thinking of a counter.
I can see the fire in their eyes. They're both ready to go.
Oh yeah, because he can teleport to him too.
What kind of game plan do they have?
Well, we gotta see what lengths
Rough.
the fighters are willing to go to. Gotta be planning something.
Player 2 has a slight rival.
Oh,
This fight's getting real
I didn't know you could
interesting
project
Oh!
through that. That's good to know.
me neither.
now. Things are gonna get very interesting.
Nor did I know how good the Shoryuken is
What's gonna happen next?
at getting over that thing.
Gotta be careful not to win
Oh.
at this range. This can lead to overhead, but it won't work.
Gotta give it up for that solid defense.
Hanging on for dear
Hey,
life.
I'm liking modern Luke a lot.
Great
People are
start
right.
to
He's
the
very
end.
sensible.
Going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Time to go big or go home. Let's
Still
go.
freaked out by his giant Popeye forearms.
Final round.
It just makes it funnier that he's like a jacked like trainer who used to be in the military and he just loves video games and pizza.
Who will take control?
Show your
Yeah.
crowd that you aren't afraid to get vicious.
That poke is really funny.
Over soon. This
He's
is
one of
where
the few
smart
Street
leader
Fighter
management
characters
is
that
going
has
to come
been
to
allowed a
play.
weapon.
Our fighters will use more fuel to the fire.
Oh, really? Huh.
There's Rolento from Alpha who he has like a
Great job in
baton.
escaping that corner pressure and moving back to center stage.
He's like a weird
Oh,
military
God.
guy.
Escaping the corner. So, what's next?
Oh, who's gonna pull the trigger? Who's gonna blink
Oh god, you did two of them.
real fight now?
Oh no! Oh no 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 no! Oh god.
To pull the trigger. Oh, the throw connects.
Dishing out.
Hey, that's another thing. Oh god.
This is a compact.
Yeah, this one's mean.
What do I do? What am I supposed to do with that?
They're in range. We connects with the throw.
Die. Did you just...
Tries to go. Oh, that throw did some juicy damage.
Give him more. Are you kidding me? That was unreal.
Player 2 is gonna be one.
Divorced, divorced, divorced.
They really took it down to the wire.
Oh my god. Can you see the title I just got?
No, I can't. What did you just get?
I just got a title for Luke that's called Don't Bother Me, I'm Gaming.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one on people. It's really funny.
Well, folks, it's been fun. Fuck Street Fighter's a good game. Street Fighter 6 is so good. You should play Street Fighter 6,
Yeah.
I think. If you're watching this and you had any fun watching this, you should play Street Fighter 6. You can get on my level in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Easy.
You can. I mean that would be really cool if
I am like the babiest of baby. I am like the lowest level you can be and still be literate at this game. You can get there in 2 weeks, I promise you.
that might be a fun thing if we had enough people who were in the audience playing that we could
start a
have, like,
club.
lobby. We could have a club. Maybe we should have a Moonshot club
We should
on
start
here
a club.
anyway.
Yeah, how do we start a club?
I might do that.
No, let's find out how to start a club.
If you don't
Clubs.
if you don't have a controller, chat, you can. Well, if you're playing on PC,
You can play keyboard.
You can do
Keyboard is really, really good. And control pad, like playing on like a PlayStation controller.
Yeah, you
can
don't
do
need
great.
a fight stick or anything.
People play. The best players in the world play keyboard, play controller,
Yeah,
play. They don't need. You don't need a fight stick to be ultimate.
The keyboard especially, like a lot of people.
Oh, keyboard's great.
Use the.
Keyboard's
they
awesome.
have the. I've seen boards that are just they have the WASD on one side and then they have the like 4/4 on the other, so they can just do that. That's basically.
That's like literally this thing that I have is like a tiny keyboard that just has WASD and the buttons. Easy. And if you do want to get a fight stick, you can. They're expensive.
You can get the budget. You can get the Mayflash F300 for around $40 to $50. They're not.
Oh, that's awesome.
They're not
actually
great, but they're a stick. You can get also the 8-bit Do stick that they have for Switch and Xbox that just came out.
That one's really good.
That one's really good, and that one's like fairly cheap for a stick. It's like 120, 130, which isn't bad considering the high-end Hori fight sticks are like 300.
Yeah, and if you want to get a hitbox, it's like 400.
Yeah. The one
But
I have
hitboxes
is
are cool,
the,
though.
Mayflash F500 Elite, and it was like $150. Had Sanwa buttons. The thing that I got this one for is I like to play games on my Xbox, and most fight sticks are made for PlayStation because that's where all the games are played. So this one has a controller pass through, so I can use it in like with any console. Works on Switch, works on PS4, PS5, Xbox, PC. Works on like RetroPies and stuff like that.
You should get into fighting games if you're watching this.
Everyone should.
This is your chance. This is your sign.
This is the game where you can. And like Street Fighter 6 had record-breaking numbers of people who signed up for it Evo.
Yes,
which
everyone who's playing online sucks.
Yeah,
that's you
that's
get in on the ground floor. We're all bad now.
That's the other
Nobody
thing.
understands. Play one of the new characters. Nobody knows how to fight Marisa.
Yeah.
I start a match and people are terrified and I haven't even done anything.
Yeah. And it's there's always communities in your area.
Oh, yeah.
That are playing this stuff. There's like a bar in Beaverton that apparently has been doing like weekly stuff on Tuesdays, which is once I have a job and the schedule and stuff, I'm gonna try and go to that because that sounds fun. There's also a bar here in Portland that had like a free tournament last week for Street Fighter 6. Like,
You will find your gamers.
but thanks for stopping by, everyone. And
Yeah, thanks for hanging out. This was so much fun. I love Street Fighter.
yeah, and everyone have a good night.